Well, X. Do you have anything to say to me?
Hex, squad leader of Medical Black Wolves Rebellion.
Ah, the same answer you've been giving me this whole time. You're a man of loyalty, I'll give you that, even though you joined them and yet they make a shipport practically crash back to the surface and kill so many people. All the times they fuck up, and yet you are still standing here loyal to them and my failure of a son. Now, let's try this again. What is the power level of my kids?
Hex, Icevale, squad leader of Medical Black Wolves Rebellion.
Oh, you people kill me. Let's try this again. Tell me about that Therian on your rebellion. That one in the white armor. You seem awfully chummy with them, and honestly, I've never seen a Therian before. I'd love to know more about their species and what they're capable of.
Hex, Icevale, squad leader of Medical Black Wolves Rebellion.
That's fine. I'll just kill that little Therian with your own power. After all, you want to know a fun fact? Because your wonderful sister joined me, she actually taught me this really fun thing about smurging spiritual powers. I have finally figured out that if I steal a power temporarily with the person still alive, normally I would lose that power after 24 hours. Now, I can keep it permanently if I merge it with my main spiritual power. And the fun thing about that merging spell that you can do, the merge spiritual powers, that ritual thing, here's the fun thing about it, Hex. I can do it multiple times in one day as long as I have the spiritual energy. But the fun thing is, with your power and my theft, I can now have a practically unlimited supply of spiritual energy as long as I steal stamina and energy from others using theft. So now I can heal myself faster than I have ever been able to. So in a way, thank you, Hex, for making me functionally immortal. Well, mostly. You have not much to say, do you? Do you really think your ragtag team of dumbasses are gonna be able to save you from me? Last time your leader fought me, he lost an arm and anything from the waist down.
That group of people, they will fight you. They will win. I believe that with 100% fact.
You know, I heard that even you don't believe that deep down in your soul. But here's the thing. I was there on the recent escapade of driving Sentry around and that escorting and that electoral vote collecting. And while my son apparently completely fumbled a couple of instances of getting people to vote for Sentry, another fun thing while August was attacking is I took a bit of a look around. On top of the fact that I was able to severely get Jean injured just by being around cloaked, completely throwing Jean off of his game. I only hope that ended up getting him killed, but I can feel his energy, so unfortunately, it seems as though my plan to get him off his game while August attacked him failed. But nonetheless, doesn't matter. What does matter, though, is that somehow, some way, they not only succeeded in their mission of defending Sentry, but it seems that medic that was with them, other than that Allen guy, it seems as though that the one that they had was protected to a pretty fair amount. And that is truly spectacular. But I'm sure you didn't know about that, but one thing is for sure, I managed to slip a tracker on a couple of them. Well, not them per se, but some of the soldiers, the guards who went around to clean up their mess after they left. So it's only a matter of time till I see them begin to mobilize to the Badlands tomorrow, because I think I know the exact location. But then again, that doesn't matter, because my wife told me everything I need to know, and my energy glands will soon ascend to that of an Arcanite. What she's gonna be doing tomorrow, man, I will be so much stronger, better. You can start worshiping me as a god now, because heaven has a wonderful spot for me up there.
You're just a fake charade playing god.
Lucifer and I would disagree when we worked together. But go ahead. I've been doing a lot of talking. Go ahead, Hex. Speak your mind. I really want to know.
You say that they're abandoned misfits, that they're disorganized. Yet from what I've seen, they pull together when it matters most. Go ahead. Throw your men at them. Watch them fall and crumble. Go ahead. Throw your wife at them, because after all you know how to do is throw others at your problems because you don't know how to properly fix it. And your son? He's grown up to be more of a man than you have. And trust me, he's found a way to kill you.
But you really think that my son can let go of everything I've done to him? As soon as he sees me, it's all logic out the window. Do you really think he's going to focus in, let go of that hatred that I've implanted in him since he was a child? Why do you think I wailed on that kid back then? I was building somebody to, even if they do turn on me, that they'd be too broken to truly do what it takes.
You underestimate him.
Well, I've spent a lot of years trying to tear him down. I'll grant you that his resilience is truly inspiring, but he gets that from me. After all, I had the resilience to get where I am, haven't I?
You only got to where you are with cheap tricks.
Cheap tricks, you say? Yeah, that's really funny. I happen to remember that your planet's not so perfect either. It's funny. Rising to power and taking over the galaxy was child's play. There was nobody to stand in my way. After I took care of my planet's government, all it was is a matter of me getting to that planet. That was the hardest part, was getting to the planet rather than taking it over back in all those years ago. Because the Veilborn, they didn't bother with me. They didn't care. Hell, your sister joined me first chance she got. But when it came to the Galactic Federation, they also did nothing. All the major powers in the galaxy did nothing to stop me, and they just let me do it with a smile on my face. Even when I held the President of the United States' head in front of everyone in the entire galaxy on broadcasted news, every single time, you all continued to just let me do whatever I wanted. You know what? You all talk a lot of crap about me, but at the end of the day, who exactly was able to stop me at that point? The only person I ever ended up fighting along the time was Avedon, and me. All I had to do was rip his arm off, and he just started keeling up on the floor, dying. Everyone else barely was able to stand in my way, and hell, even my son, I killed him, although now he's alive again. Then he spilled the secret about the entity, the family gift, but that doesn't matter. He doesn't know the real reason I ended up doing what I did to the original Caleb in the first place. I am Caleb now. I've been Caleb longer than the real one was. But he doesn't know the truth. And soon, tomorrow, after I ascend, he will know. But soon my corporation will not be a corporation anymore. You see, after I ascend, we're not going to be a simple corporation anymore. We're going to be an empire. A better empire than the Arcanites ever were. So what do you think of that, Hex?
Man, you know, you clearly are an idiot to the highest of degrees. You have been losing planets like no tomorrow. Your little mind spire. What a joke. That seems like a last-ditch effort to even get any kind of semblance of loyalty out of anybody. Man, if I were you, I'd be running with my tail between my legs because all I have left is, oh yeah, cheap tricks and wishing I could become something I'll never be. Whew, man, your son is definitely a lot better than you in every single way. So I'm going to say this right now, Caleb. If there's a God you could pray to, man, whoo boy, I'd be praying because guess what? You'll meet him.
Here's the fun thing, Hex. Here's the fun thing about my numbers. You see, all I've had to do is increase production of synthetic beings and clones, because at the end of the day, I've learned one thing. I don't need loyalty anymore. Now that I have the ability to manufacture as many soldiers as I need that will be willing to die for me, I've learned I don't need that to build an empire. So you can say all this all you want, but at the end of the day, soon enough, I will have more numbers than even the Galactic Federation itself. Although that's a pipe dream of mine. Sooner or later, the Galactic Federation will join the Electrocorp family, the Electrocorp Empire. But for now, though, the real plan? Manufacture as many soldiers as I need. And at the end of the day, they are manufactured to be loyal to me. But there's another thing I learned. This was the thing that broke the camel's back for me on my big plan. Your soldier, I don't know their name, some white wolf thing with burnt elbows. They consumed my son's blood. Previously, I thought if they ingest demon blood, they'll just die. Logic dictates that. But then, when I learned a person I had my corporation experiment on seemingly ingests John's blood with seemingly not a single sign of death coming for them, I've learned there's probably a way I can make the Electrocorp drug even better. So I can thank your rebellion on this for giving me a great idea. But alas, I have to prepare to have a wonderful family reunion. I have to look my best for my family reunion, wouldn't you agree, Hex?
Go ahead. You're gonna need a closed casket when we're done with you.
You fool. You see, I have more important business on Premiere. As soon as it's time and I ascend, I'll already be packing my things, but don't worry, I'll send an entire chunk of myself as a spiritual copy to go deliver you back to your precious rebellion so I can kill you in front of them. Or maybe I won't, who knows? I always like to play with my food. But even a fraction of what I'm capable of, I can adjust the percentage whenever I want. I can give you 25% of my power, or I can just give you the entire thing. But by the time they realize that they're fighting a copy, or my son figures it out quickly, I'll already be on a ship leaving. So, be ready, Hex.
Hey, John.
Hi, Isabella.
What's going on, brother?
Forced on a vacation by the medics, and by the heavy request of others, including Loki telling me to, and I quote, take a break for once.
I mean, how many times have I told you that you need a vacation?
50.
About time you took one.
Yeah. Although, I don't know. It just feels wrong. I've been fighting.
What?
I have been fighting my entire life. And yet when I'm not fighting and I'm doing this, it doesn't feel right to me. I've been fighting for so long and it just kind of feels like I'm wasting my time. I could be fighting, I could be making a difference. It just feels like
Not
home.
everything's fighting.
I know not everything's fighting, but it's just when I'm fighting, it just feels like home. Could be the demon side, could be just the fact that fighting has always been a part of my life, and when I'm not doing it, it feels weird. Hell, I still spar with Jason Joe every week. If I'm not fighting, what am I doing? Because I know I see that version of me from a different universe where he retired. When he was adopted by Justin, he stayed. He left his universe behind, and I remember talking to him a couple days ago on this vacation, and I said, how do you do it? That urge, that itch to fight. And even he says, I still have those urges. Could run in our blood. Because he's not even a demon he's not even a demon anymore. He gave up his powers, made them dormant forever. I guess in a way, Caleb made me to be a killer, and in a way he succeeded. If I'm not fighting, it doesn't feel right.
That's because you've always been in survival mode.
Yeah, that'll do it. David sacrificed himself for me. He's still alive, though, thank God. And weirdly enough, I'm not even mad at him for sacrificing himself. I know at the end of the day, Dean Zubel ended up killing his daughter, and he just wants to see his daughter again, despite him already having a daughter that's still alive out here. He has Ashley, he has me and the other kids. You know, he has my brothers and me. And yet, he still wants to go. With his cancer diagnosis, he still wants to go. He wants to leave. And in a way, I don't blame him. He's been alive for a long time. And with the little memories I have of Silver in my head, I can understand why he wants to go. That desire to retire for good. Hell, I even get why Tepesh doesn't seem to be too bothered about the concept of him dying.
Yeah. You'd think that I'd be, begging for my father to stick around. But, we all have a time. We all gotta go someday. And probably the same like how David is. Wants to go see his family,
In a way,
real family.
in a way, I get it. It's one of the reasons why I'm so okay with the concept of dying. I don't know. It could be one of the many curses about the fact that my brother is the person who's going to be carrying me to the next life. My brother is the god of death. Well, my adoptive brother, but he's still, I don't know. I've been doing so much god business that this concept of death doesn't really hit me the same anymore. I mean, when the chips were on the table and I was dying on the surgery table before David did what he did, I still felt that primal fear of it. And yet I felt accepting of it too. That death would have been entirely my fault too. Caleb was sniffing around the plains while August was attacking me in Twilight. I wasn't in my right mind. He was sneaking around watching me, and I felt it. I would have jumped after him and fought him right then and there, but he was hiding himself from me. He did not want to be found, and he succeeded in that too. But I know I'm gonna have to fight him soon. I'm getting these visions of Caleb's mother's thoughts, her regrets. And now I have her family shield. And now I'm expected to unlock Spirit Blade, the one weapon I can use against him reliably. And I have to feed into my hate. If I'm gonna wear him down, that's what I need to do. If I'm gonna wear him down, I need to use my hate. That constant primal hatred and rage that I feel when I see his face. That will always be there. When I see him, I'll lose my shit. I'll always lose my fucking shit. But when the chips are on the table and I finally wear him down, if I'm gonna not die fighting him, I need to let go. Put my hatred aside for just 10 minutes. That one moment. That moment of clarity. Apparently that's what I need in order to get Spirit Blade. And for the longest time, I didn't understand the faith part. Hell, I've been able to pray to Charlie before. I've prayed to Jace. I've had faith in them a long time. They're my family, and yet, even with my dad being the god of the multiverse now, I still feel that disconnect that prevents me from using any religious-related power. But I think I get it now. I have faith in him as my dad. What I was missing was having faith in him as a god. I need to have faith in him that he is doing the right thing, that the path he's putting me on is the right one, not as my dad, but as a god. That disconnect about the fact that I am a human being and the dad, the man who raised me, is God. I understand why he doesn't want to get involved. I understand why he tries not to talk to us too much. He just wants to make us have some semblance of how things are supposed to be. The fact that mortals aren't supposed to be able to talk to people like that. I'm not supposed to be able to go on vacation with my brother like this. They're gods. I'm not supposed to see them. I'm supposed to just live my life normally and live life, I guess. I suppose he's just trying to get some semblance of that back. Maybe some hope of restoring the order that used to be. Maybe he's trying to decrease the influence of the gods that they put on us. All I know is I am so terrified, Isabella. Because I have lived my entire life living with this hatred, letting that hatred drive me. And you know what's really fucked up? I still blame myself about Hex. I saw Riven and I saw somebody that I could maybe save just for a moment. The second I saw Riven, I threw my rebellion out the window and I just went for him, seeing if I could reason with him, save him. And now I know that's not true. You know, my best friend Evan, he was captured by my father too. Adi ended up brainwashing him, although I only found that out recently, a couple weeks ago, during that stupid ball. But the same thing that happened to Evan, I am terrified will happen to Hex. Because there's nothing stopping my father from brainwashing Hex, or hell, even taking a blood sample of him and making an Electrocorp clone of him. There is nothing stopping him from doing the exact same thing that he did to my best friend. And I keep blaming myself for it.
Well, John, you need to have more. You need to have more hope, because I understand more than you know. After all, my father is literally the god of insanity, Cthulhu, right? The man who actually has he has a deal with Anubis, for Christ's sakes.
I suppose I
Leading
get
the
there.
family is a lot. As you know, I've been helping your brother Joe with his war. I've been losing family members left and right. Well, members of the family. And I mean, I still blame myself for Joe's mom's death. It was my first ever mission as a leader, and you saw what happened to her.
I feel like in a way that she knew what was happening. She's already in cahoots with the cultists. Well, not in cahoots, but she already made the arrangements. Hell, she sabotaged the armor I built for her. In a way, maybe I shouldn't have made it so easily sabotageable. Maybe I should have made it harder to crack. What I'm saying is a lot of us can take fault on that one, but what's done is done.
But you need to believe in Hex, John.
It's not Hex I don't have not faith in. Hell, it's not even my rebellion. I know I'm not going to be able to defeat Kayla by myself this time. I need my soldiers with me in that moment. But I'm afraid that Caleb is going to do something terrible. Which is why I know even more that I need to stop him.
Well, John, the thing is that if you live in fear the whole time, you're never really going to move on. For all you know, he's probably out there right now bragging. This, then, the other thing. Ooh, I'm the big, scary Caleb Lecter. But look at your accomplishments, John. How many planets have you yourself and your rebellion freed? You're almost done with Exolia.
Yeah, we're far from done. That bitch Adian is on my shit list now. You know what the weirdest part is about that? She brainwashed my best friend. And she's done all this stuff to my people. Even killed one of my scouts. And yet I still don't have the same hatred for her as I do for my father. Killing her is my sister's right, not mine. I'm merely gonna help Alara along the way.
Well, John, all I can say is don't hold yourself back, okay?
Nah. He will be getting my full wrath.
I expect nothing less.
Expect nothing less from the devil of wrath, huh? Which I finally figured out. Which I finally figured out that truth of that. The truth of deciding between my humanity or my devil side. I understood what my father said about there always being another way. It's not about choosing my humanity. I finally know now. It's about balance. Picking my moments to lose my shit. Accepting the fact that sometimes I just need to lose my fucking shit. And that is what is important. I have a feeling my demon side will probably evolve into that of a devil. I know that. It's already started. I can feel my body starting to accept the balance mindset I'm going for. Hell, I've been doing personal scans all day. Even my heart is mutating. Who knows if my heart mutating will be for the better or for worse, but it's changing.
Well, you can always go and talk to Mimic if you need it.
I think this is a path I want to walk on my own about. At least until I fight my father.
Makes sense.
Until I fight my father and complete that contract. This is something I gotta walk on my own about. And you know what's funny? I have no doubt in my mind that I'm going to fight Caleb. And I'm not going to go down this time. I will not let myself be defeated until he himself is defeated on the ground. And I don't care if he sends one of his spiritual copies after me. Even if he sends one of those stupid copies, with my spirit blade, I'm going to burn his soul from the inside with that fucking spirit blade. But when I do it, I can't have hatred in me. I have to let it go for just a little bit. Let's just hope I don't permanently scar and burn my only good arm I have left.
Yeah, after all, you have a hard time holding a screw with the other one.
I mean, listen, it's not that bad, but I get your point.
You got this.
I suppose I do. I should probably get back to my brother. I haven't spent time with Jace enough lately. Well.
Go on.
Yeah, I know.